Hello. I am just getting set up here. A little bit of hiccups today in the preparation that I thought I'd be having for going live, including not one but two times our power went out today. So there's that. But not to be deterred, I am going to do this anyway. So hopefully you are hearing and seeing me. I believe so. I am using the Apogee hype mic for these vocals right now. It's hard to see this little guy because he has a funky little stand. If you saw my unboxing video of the hype mic, you'd understand that I think I've got two audios going here. There we go. Okay. So, if you saw my unboxing of the Apogee hype mic, you would know that it comes with its own built-in stand and vocal screen, which seems great, except that it's kind of awful and it never wants to stay in the right place. It's very funky to get it set up. So I do love the sound of the hype mic. I can't hear it right now because I haven't actually set up my audio to hear it. So there's that. But it is kind of a funky setup, and the USB cable is not C to C, but B to C or B to Lightning cable for iPhone users. It is optimal for using with your mobile device, which I love, but it's definitely got its quirks, and you'll see as we go, especially when recording and trying to utilize the hype settings. But first, I was going to work on the basic beat of this song, Pray All Day, and I was going to do that with Dubler 2, which I also did kind of beginning of, and I have here the Dubler 2 microphone, which comes with its software. The Dubler 2 software is really what creates the voice to MIDI. You don't actually need to buy the Dubler 2 mic, but the software didn't work so great with my microphone setup originally. So I thought it would be better to use the mic itself. It was not expensive, so I feel like it was worth the investment. I hadn't used it in a little while. Had to download an update and install, and that means you have to completely set up your profile again. So here we go, setting up a new profile with Dubler 2 rather than actually working on songwriting. So let's see how this goes. Now you can see it definitely hears me in the Dubler 2 mic, which is great. It is not connected to any MIDI capture, which I use Ableton, so we can get that set up, but let's try setting up the triggers first. Boom, 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 boom. Let's record. Boom, 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 boom. So now, boom, 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 boom. Boy, you think it wants to set up my MIDI so I can record in my DAW? Because that popped up while I'm playing here. So let's go ahead and get this set up. It actually popped up on my other screen here. And let's see. getting Ableton open over here. I had set it up previously, so I was hoping. Stop. It's super helpful. Okay. Maybe I need to download another update for the MIDI plugin. Let's see how that goes. Well, instead, maybe we could start with just recording my vocals with the hype mic. Let's try that. Ha, ha, ha. Ha, ha, ha. Testing just to see if it's working. Let's see if we're getting any audio capture. And it looks like the level is super low. Let's see if we're getting any audio capture. And it looks like the level is super low. So a couple things are at play here, right? I am live streaming with the same microphone I'm recording on. Not the best of ideas, right? Also, I have the OBS software running and Ableton running at the same time. They may not be happy together. I don't think that's really part of the issue, but let's switch over to doing my vocals in with the Dubler mic and see if that produces the same clipping. I don't like it as much as the hype mic for vocals, but we're just kind of playing around here, so let's see how this goes. Now that probably failed because the Dubler software is still open. We'll save what we started there and come back to that at another time. And let's try again. want to make sure it's not picking up my hype mic, which is very loud. Okay. I wanna pray all day with every word I say. I wanna pray all day. I wanna pray all day with every word I say. I wanna pray all day. It's still like a super low input volume into Ableton, which I'm not completely sure why. I want to pray all day with every word I say. I want to pray all day. Yeah, it's clipping like cray. So there's that. Okay, so what have we learned? Lynn doesn't have the right setup to get Ableton going at the same time as OBS. Lacking a little knowledge there on that front. Okay, so what can I do instead? Let's see. First, I can switch over to my headset mic instead of either of the mics that I want to use when I'm talking to you, at any rate. So I'm going to remove the hype mic and switch over. Okay, now let's see if when I record with the hype mic and Ableton now, we still get the same clipping. Because otherwise, I'm going to have to do a little more research before we do any live stream songwriting work. And I'll be honest with you guys, I really thought I'd have a lot more prep time today. And then I got hit with some funky work in the morning that put me into a bad mood. So I took the dog to the beach. You know, Ripley runs my life, so I've got to do that first. And then when I came back, we were just getting back from the walk, and boom, transformer on the corner blew. And very quickly, our wonderful PUD #2 power of Pacific County came out and got us running again. And then it was about another half hour, 15 minutes in, boom, another boom again. And then the power was out for another while. And between that and here's a little TMI, you know, my hormones, I had headache going on. I had to lay down. So it's been a day. It's been a fried day, as I used to say in the corporate world, because Fridays were always emergency after emergency after emergency. Well, maybe not dealing with emergencies. Oh, the other thing that I don't have going because I'm not used to doing live stream is I'm not even looking to see if any of you are commenting. That's not good, right? Somebody could be out there giving me all the info I need to help me. Da, da, da. Let's see. Yeah. All right. Well, we are live, and I think Mom's out there watching because she's awesome like that. Love you, Mom. All right. Well, I should see any of your chats come up now. Okay. Okay. I'll give myself a little smiley, some hearts there. Woo! Okay. So now, feel free, chat with me. Let's try these vocals again. Now, I haven't done the unboxing of my beautiful computer Aurora, but I should have all of the capabilities that I need as far as power of CPU, RAM, all that good jazz to make this work smoothly. So if things are not working, it's because of something that I haven't set up right, not because the equipment isn't capable. So still work to do on my part, for sure. The hype mic has its own volume on it, and you have to be a little cautious. Um, Let me show you. So it's hard, like I said, it's hard to get this little booger where you could see it, but you see it has these little lights on it, which are great because it tells you if you're clipping by going red. Ah! Um, it's really great because you can see it kind of from far away. Um, I use this for the Bayside Singers recordings that are on my channel and some other live performances that I haven't edited yet. Um, but basically, you can see it from pretty far and know like if you're clipping and like, oh gosh, I really need to fix that. So we'll see how it goes now that I've turned it up a little bit for Ableton. I can also turn the hype settings on differently. The other thing that I love about the hype mic is that um, you can plug in a headphones and listen to yourself without any latency through the computer, which is awesome. I'm not really worried about that right now because I just wanted to do some rough basic track writing, which I don't think we're going to get to. Let's just be honest. This is kind of being a complete fail video, but why not? I wanna pray all day. I wanna pray all day with every word I say. I wanna pray all day. I wanna pray all day with every word I say. I wanna pray all day. Here we go. This looks a lot better. Let's see how it sounds. I wanna pray all day. I wanna pray all day with every. Okay, so you're not hearing my audio output. Hold on one second. Um, Let me take a look. Hmm. Oh, I think when I was actually doing the recording, you couldn't hear me, which is expected. Um, yeah, so there's that. But it sounded much better on the recording. There's no clipping. I wanna pray all day. I wanna pray all day with every word I say. I wanna pray all day. I wanna pray all day with every word I say. I wanna pray all day. All right, so that did work much better. And you can hear when I have the hype mic tuned, it does sound really good in Ableton and gives me a good level. It got a little hot there, but we'll work on that. So, what didn't I do first in Ableton that I should have done first? I didn't make sure I set my tempo. I didn't save the track, any of that good stuff. So I don't know, everybody. It's a challenge. Um, I definitely need to work on my setup here. I'll try to record what I can reconfiguring Dubler because I'm going to just say that's a big frustration that when you have to upgrade the software, you have to reset the profile. Um, Maybe I did save the profile and could it be reloaded and just didn't see that yet. But again, since I didn't have enough time to look through it, I think that's part of the issue. So let's just do, let's see, what tempo do I think this is in? Um, I'm not great with time and, like, should this be in 4/4, 2/4, 8/4, 16/8, whatever it is? I'm not really awesome at determining that. If you ask me, everything's in 4/4. I don't know. But there's just I just adjust the tempo setting and then kind of go from there. So the what I like about Ableton as well, let me make sure I've switched over. Okay. Um, it has this tap feature where you can tap to set the tempo. So I'm just going to try to do a little tippy tap taparoo and see if we can come up with the tempo. I want to pray all day with every word I say. I wanna pray. Of course, it will alter my audio. So we're going to just get rid of that. But I think based on what we were seeing, we were looking at 105, and we'll give that a go. Now, let's bring up my lyrics here. Um, I actually haven't decided if I'm going to have more of a verse than what I have already, but I'm just going to sing through what I have now and let's see. Um, yeah, let's just see how it sounds. This time I'll leave the boom mic down as well so that you can hear me singing into the hype mic, but it should sound a little different through the hype mic once we play it through Ableton. I'm also going to turn on the metronome just to kind of keep myself in time. I want to pray all day. I'm gonna praise his ways. He gets me through my. See, I can already feel the metronome is too slow. All right. I had a feeling 105 sounded too slow. Uh, and it goes automatically back to 120. Like that's my double click speed is 120. I wanna. That's too fast. We'll split the difference. 110. Oh, you know what? Let's also do a little save as. I'm gonna, I'm, I'm, I'm gonna praise his ways. He gets me through my days. I'm gonna praise his ways.
I'm gonna pray all day in every little way. I'm gonna pray all day. Yeah, it's not feeling right. No. Hmm. I'm thinking maybe 105 was closer. I don't know. Oh boy, when you're not in the right frame of mind, songwriting is difficult. Just feeling so out of sorts. It's like, this is why I want this song so bad. So the inspiration for the song is wanting that. Did I mention those hormones? Woo! All right. Bye bye, hormones. Um, yeah. So this is one of the reasons why I really feel the song. I want God to know. And I do refer to God as Him. I don't want that to offend anyone. Uh, I don't necessarily gender the creator. That's just where I am comfortable with because I've always seen the Lord as my Father, our Father. I'm not prescribed to any particular religious group, but I do believe in God's word that He's given us in many different ways through the Bible, the Quran, the Book of Mormon. All of these texts have their value, and the words of Jesus were very important. The words of Muhammad were important. The words of Moses, the words of Abraham, they're all important. So um, that's just where mentally I fall into the he category, but it's all the creator. So however you see the universal force in your life, please, take it that way. But I want all of my actions to have the intention of praising the creation of life and praising his glory, um, being as honoring that as much as I can with all of my actions, be it sending emails for work, working on websites or techie videos, whatever it may be, that I'm doing that in that light and from a light of creation and joy and love. So every intention is a prayer and every action is a praise. And that's where this song came from. So, well, I kind of got rambly there. Um, but that's what we're all here for, to ramble and have sort of a public space to ramble to other people, right? Why not? If you're saying, why don't I just um, use the Roland Juno DS back here, I will be. Um, but that also requires a couple other pieces of equipment that I still haven't done the unboxings for, but that I have been utilizing a little bit. I don't know if I'll be able to get you down here, but I got the Boss Gigcaster Pro down there that the keyboard is hooked into, along with those studio speakers that I showed you in previous videos. It's just an amazing setup that I am blessed with, and that hopefully I can continue to learn to utilize. I've only been writing songs since I was 12, but never really intentionally. let's let's just say the creator gives me lyrics and melody, and I have not done my due diligence to learn how to turn those into something. I was very blessed to work with many songwriters along the way. When I had a band back in the early 2000s, when Premium Bananas was actually out and performing, I had a wonderful guitarist, songwriter, Vincent Thompson, that I worked with. And then later, I worked with producers online, including Nino Russo, where we wrote songs for a Swedish singer um, called Rennie. And I've performed some of those songs. Stand Up was originally written for Rennie's album, but he didn't choose it, so that one kind of stays with me. But there's other songs from that album, Destiny, which I got to write 7 of the 10 songs, 11 songs for. But they were all, he delivered me the music and I wrote the lyrics and melody, or I gave him the lyrics and melody and he wrote music to it. So, me personally writing music and playing an instrument, why haven't I learned it? This kind of trouble, trouble focusing, being easily distracted with other things, 14-year marriage, different things, different things. Um, okay, back to what we were doing. Let's get this tempo figured out here. So is it really the time that's messing me up and not the tempo? Let's try doing it in 3/4 and see how we feel a little bit. I wanna pray all day with every word I say. I wanna pray all day. I wanna praise his ways. He gets me through my days. I wanna praise his ways. I wanna pray all day with every word I say. I want him to know this is how I show he's the one I owe. So I wanna pray all day. I'm still not feeling that. I'm not sure what feels wrong about it though. I wish there were some more of you in the comments to help me figure out why it doesn't feel right, where I need this tempo to go. Hmm. Well, I'm gonna turn the metronome off. And maybe just sing it once for you and record it, and we'll uh, we'll figure the tempo out, and then I'll have to adjust this um, into a different audio track. But we'll just see how it goes, and then work on it another time. I think what also I haven't really figured out quite about this song yet is how to begin. I have what I feel like is chorus and break, but the verse is still kind of eluding me. Should there be a verse? Is this enough when I put it all together? Is this the verse and then the break is actually the chorus? And yeah, it just kind of feels a little, it's very different than the other songs I write, which are very much verse, chorus, break, chorus, outro, kind of, very pop standard format songs. So, um, this is kind of the beginning of the different spiritual songs that I've been writing. I have a couple more that I'll be delivering to you along the way. One of them is Let Your Angels Sing. So, hopefully that'll be the next one I work on. But I do have quite a backlog of songs to start working on, and that I have lyrics and melody for that I have for years. And some of them have I've written like drum and bass track for. I have played around in Ableton quite a bit and a little bit with the DS, but Obviously not enough. Obviously, I have a long way to go with getting this set up to where it'll be a smooth process moving forward. So one more time, let me just get through all of the lyrics that I have as I have them written right now, and then we'll continue to work from there. All right. I'm gonna praise his ways. He gets me through the days. I'm gonna praise his ways. I'm gonna pray all day in every little way. I'm gonna pray all day. I'm gonna praise his ways. He gets me through his days. I'm gonna praise his ways. I wanna pray, pray. I wanna pray, pray. I wanna pray all day with every word I say. It's the only way I'll know. I did my best to show he's the only one I owe. So I wanna pray all day. I wanna pray all day with every word I say. I wanna pray all day. I wanna praise his ways for clearing up the haze. I wanna praise his ways. I'm gonna pray all day with every word I say. I'm gonna pray all day. I'm gonna praise his ways to get me through my days. I'm gonna praise his ways, his ways. I'm gonna praise his ways with every word I say. Since it's I, since I know it's true, he will get me through. All I need to do. Oh, we need to pray. We need to pray all day with every word we say. We need to pray all day. We need to praise his ways for clearing up the haze. We need to praise his ways. Oh yeah, we're gonna pray all day in every single way. We're gonna pray all day. We're gonna praise his ways. He gets us through these days. We're gonna praise his ways because we've got to pray. We've got to pray. We've got to pray all day. Yeah, there's no outro either. Well, we've got some basics down. We've got some starting place to work. We definitely have an idea, so we're going to go with it. Feeling a little exhausted. So thank you, God, for helping me get through a little bit of work. Hopefully, we'll accomplish more on our next live stream. I'll be trying to go live at least once a week. Maybe I'll be live at 5 on Fridays every week. We'll see. I thank you so much to those of you who joined me today. And please uh, feel free to comment below. I could use any help you can give me. So keep in mind that on my website and in the comments of the last video, Where Has Lynn Been? I did post my QR codes, and I'm looking over here to see if I have those accessible to throw up here. I should. Where did they go? Just feel completely unprepared here. So thank you all for joining me like I said, I could really use the financial support so that I can spend the time to actually focus on my songwriting and creative work here. So if you are able to help, greatly appreciate it. I love you all. Thank you for watching, and I hope you have a wonderful weekend. Here comes June.